Hello and good morning, everybody. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jesse from Island Aesthetics. I am an auto detailer based out of Long Island, New York, and this is my home detailing studio. Today, we've got a 2019 Porsche Panamera GTS sitting in the driveway, and we're going to be doing a full detail with a paint correction and a ceramic coating for one of my longtime customers. Now, this is actually his second Panamera GTS. He just upgraded from a 2015 to a 2019 because a dealer just so happened to have something come in, and it was the right time for him. There is a dealer level ceramic coating on there that he's not really thrilled about, and also just like the prep and the finishing and the paint work was not something that he was too pleased with either. So after we get the car washed, I'll show you guys some of like the holograms, and defects that are in there, what we'll be doing with the paint correction, and we'll be applying the Glassparency 3-year graphene ceramic coating on top of that. And we will also be putting a coat of that stuff on the wheels. So without further ado, I'm gonna get this thing on the tripod and we're gonna get right into it. Here we go. All right, so first order of business going to be these wheels. I've got a little bit of brake buster diluted in an IK sprayer here. I've got some of it in the bucket down there, which we're going to foam up in some clean water as well, and then just a couple of tools. All right, so we're going to bang out these wheels and tires really quick, and then we get into the paint work. All right, so next up, we've got the actual wash itself and some of the decontamination. So in that sort of like opening roller shots, you probably saw there's a bunch of like loose dirt and just like general grime on the car. So I'm just gonna pressure rinse that off. For the pre-soak in the foam cannon here, I've actually got a mixture of regular car shampoo, but also with some degreaser. It's the Tempest degreaser by P&S. And what that's gonna do is basically start to break down any existing protection that is on the surface. Now with the true ceramic coating, really the only way you're gonna remove the coating itself is through the polishing process. With these dealership ceramic coatings, they tend to not be as high of a grade, they tend to not be as strong, so this is gonna have a little bit more bite to it. It's gonna dwell on the surface, start to eat that away, and then we'll come in with a traditional 2-bucket wash, get this thing cleaned up, and then we're pulling it back inside the garage, and then the fun stuff begins. So something that's actually good to see here. So I detailed this when he took delivery of it, and we put the Glassparency windshield coating, and you could see like when the surface is coated, nothing really sticks to it. If the water and the suds won't stick to it, dirt's gonna have a harder time sticking to it, chemicals, bird droppings, you name it. But on the rest of the car here, all right, you can see a huge difference in how everything dwells on the paint. All right, that's not to say that there's absolutely nothing there, but there's definitely not the level of protection on the body of the car that is already on the glass via that Glassparency coating. So by the time this whole thing is done, this whole vehicle is going to be super protected, really, really durable coating on there, and something that'll protect this car for many, many years and also keep it looking great. All right, so Porsche's washed, clean. As I said, it was clayed. Last time I saw it, about 6 weeks ago. No sense in doing that again, especially since this car is kept in a garage. And yeah, pull it inside, get this thing dried off. All right, drying, simple enough. This is the Gauntlet towel from the Rag Company, one of my favorites. Super plush, real thick, big size, gonna dry this whole thing, no problem. All right, so after a little bit of a wardrobe change, ditching the pendant mic itself, because I'm kind of tired of fumbling with the wires, the car is in the garage. I am less sweaty, the AC is going, and we are no longer out in the summer sun, so pretty good. What is not pretty good is the condition of the paint, especially considering, you know, the dealer charged to prepare the paint and coat it, meaning they charge for polishing, they charge for a coating application, and I have an inspection light here. I have a couple. I have my other scan grip on the stand behind me there, and I'm gonna bring the camera in and just kind of show you guys what's going on with the paint. This is kind of a total 180 from the last video I did like this. If you haven't checked it out, it's that yellow Bug-Eye WRX that I did. That was like a fresh paint job, just a couple of months old. I didn't really have to do much with it. This, on the other hand, well, let me just show you. So black paint will always be the best example because it's just dark and it's easy to see reflections in it. You could see me there, and on my light here, as we come across the paint, you can see there's some really fine swirls and scratches in there. A lot of it's just from the washing and drying process, dealer handling and things like that. As I pan across, you can kind of pick up those holograms in the door. If you follow my finger right in here, bingo. See that hologram there? So that's not from washing or drying, that's from incorrect polishing methods. You know, and I'll bring you guys over here with the handheld here and just kind of move you around, and you can see, especially in these lower sections here, we've got some work cut out for us. So I'm going to do a test spot. If I remember correctly, we did a one step with yellow Rupes polish and the yellow foam pad. That seems to be my go-to for 9 out of 10 of these paint enhancements here. Gives me a good depth of correction without removing too much of the clear coat, which means I get to preserve a lot of what's there. But nonetheless, we will just do one test spot to confirm and take it from there. So let the paint correction begin. All right, well, look at that. That was a pretty quick pass. After spreading it in on a low speed, bumping it up to somewhere between 3 and 4. That seems to be my go-to with this 21 mil Rupes machine. And then just a pass in each direction. All right, so you saw me cross-hatch that there, side to side and up and down. And we're able to get pretty much flawless finish in just one step there. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some stuff closer to the body lines that'll probably come in and touch up, but yeah, as suspected, we are going one pad, one polish for this one. I love this system. I've been getting really familiar with it for about a year now, but this is the Rupes DA Fine polish, and I'm pairing it up with their 6-inch yellow foam pad. And so, yeah, I don't think we could really expect much better than this. That's what we were dealing with before. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. I know the customer's gonna be happy with that. Now it's just a matter of time. We'll put this thing back on the tripod here. Probably throw some music on in the background for you guys. And we'll roll a couple paint correction shots, and I'll check in a little bit. Here we go. yeah, so now having worked on this for the better part of pretty much all day, on and off, had another one of my buddies stop by. Actually, he got his Tesla dinged up, so I was taking care of some scratches for him. Between lunch and dinner breaks and just the general day-to-day interruptions, this thing is done. It's like 7:30, 7:45 at night right now. It's at least done with the paint correction. I did give it a second wash just to kind of help get the dust out of like the grooves and stuff like that, and really make sure the car is just clean. I'm going to do a panel prep, so that's the next thing that I'm going to grab here. So I've got some panel prep in an IK sprayer. This is the corresponding panel prep to the graphene coating. So they're both made by Glassparency. I like to use, hey, if they make a coating and they make a panel prep, I like to use both products together because I know everything's being designed to work together, so I like putting that on my side. But we're going to get some panel prep done to this. Make sure there's no oils or polishing residue left on the surface. And then we're putting a single layer of the coating on the paint, and then we're going to coat just the faces of the wheels down here real quick. So back to the tripod for this thing. I'm gonna get some music going in the background here, and yeah, we're gonna get this thing wiped down and ready to button it up. All right, so panel prep is done. Did the paint and did the wheels. All that's left to do now is apply one layer of this ceramic coating. And I've got two towels here, one to level the coating, and the second one is for our final buff. So again, this is the Glassparency ceramic coating with graphene. A single layer of this coating is rated at 3 years durability. This is this customer's second Porsche that is getting this coating. So before he had traded his last car in and gotten this one, I'd been able to see how this coating performed over time. And it's nothing more, nothing less than exactly what they say it's going to do. And that's why I've been sticking with it. So first pass, I like to be pretty generous on the pad. Kind of like the way we would prime a polishing pad. Make sure we get a good amount in there from the jump. And yeah, my opinion on this is there's no necessarily right or wrong way to do this. The most important things are that you get even coverage and you wipe it off clean. So whether you like the sort of line down the center, right? You do like your starter strip and then do back and forth over that. That works fine. I've done box in the outside and fill inwards. Pick a geometric pattern, get it on there. Even coverage, and make sure you buff it all off cleanly. All right. You can give this stuff some time to dwell. I've found that it really doesn't need more than a few seconds. This actually does flash pretty quickly. And so if I see those, rainbow stripes in there looking like an oil slick on water, I'm going in there after it. Because when this stuff flashes for good and hardens on the surface, it is not nice to work with. There are some coatings out there that are more forgiving in terms of the application. Forgiving meaning if you forgot to buff a spot completely, maybe you did leave a little bit of a high spot, sometimes you can run the applicator over them and just wipe, kind of reactivate the coating there. And that is not the case with this coating. All right, so I'm going to make sure I have all my outer edges. All right, I made myself a little bit of a box here. And I'm just a simple cross hatcher. And what I've essentially done is broken this hood up into 4 pieces. All right, so you got the driver's side, the passenger side, and you've got sort of top half and bottom half. All right, that looks okay to me. So what we're going to continue to do is cut this car down the center. I'm going to do the entire driver's side first, wrap it up with the wheels, and then we're going to tuck this thing in for the night. We'll come back in the morning. We'll pull it out for a sun check and see how everything looks in natural light. And yeah, and then we'll get ready for customer pickup. All right, everybody, so that's going to wrap it up for this one. That's a 2019 Porsche Panamera GTS, paint corrected, ceramic coating applied using the Glassparency 3-year ceramic coating with graphene. Hooked the wheels up with a fresh layer of that, and the windshield previously was coated. So this thing is damn near Glassparency coated head to toe. It looks amazing. It is nighttime right now. It's about 10 o'clock, so I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning. We're going to pull this thing out in the sun, do a little bit of a sun check, make sure everything looks good in natural lighting, get some glamour shots for social media, get some B-rolls for the end of this video, and wrap it up, send it on its way. But until then, I'm Jesse from Island Aesthetics. Thank you guys for checking back into the channel for another video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell and you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. Hopefully we're getting back to the Forester complete detailing series. I still have some videos left to shoot on that one, so be on the lookout for, I believe, the engine bay cleaning is going to be the next one, and then we'll move into paint correction and coating how-tos. So if you're looking specifically for more in-depth videos explaining how the process works, what variables to look for, or anything like that, that video is going to be coming in the near future. But until next time, I'm Jesse. See you guys.